what we've noticed is just throughout campus evangelism, talking to, running into Jews, when you mention Jesus, they're like, we're offended, we don't want to talk about this. And what I don't understand is if you don't consider Jesus the Messiah, as the King of the world, why would you be so offended by it if you just consider him as, I guess, just another person or another good teacher? I don't know.
Okay, so why would many Jews be deeply offended? Let me point out that obviously it's great with whoever you want to talk to, those that are followers of Jesus, to be a true friend more than anything, right? And to enter into a relationship if you really care about people, not just as a ploy for, quote, evangelism, but if you really care about people, that love will come and be seen. And if you really care, you'll get involved in people's lives whether they like your message or not. You'll be a friend, you'll help, you'll serve, etc. But having said that, there are a few reasons it would cause offense. One reason is if you tell me to believe in Jesus, therefore you're telling me my own faith is illegitimate. Therefore you're telling me as a Jew that I don't have a connection with God. You're telling me as a Jew that I'm lost, etc., etc. And not only me, but all my ancestors, etc. And so obviously that could cause offense for obvious reasons. What I say, listen, everybody needs God. Everybody has strikes against them. Any of us, if we try to stand before God and say, hey, I'm a pretty good person, let me in, we're in trouble, okay? Just as quick illustration, when I was in college, something happened with my license. There was a ticket that I parked illegally in New York trying to find a parking space by my college. I know you could relate to that, but I didn't realize it was illegal. There was a ticket on my car, and someone must have taken the ticket away before I got there because I never knew I got the ticket. And then my license got suspended for not paying a ticket that I never knew about. Then I finally found out about that and had to appear in court. So I'm sitting in a courtroom, maybe a quarter this size, got a good number of people in it. My case is somehow towards the end. And I'm thinking I'm just going to explain and plead for mercy and the whole bit. I never saw the ticket officer. I would have paid. I don't have a bad record. And so one by one, the people are coming up, and this judge is nailing them. I mean, one guy comes up and says, sir, I'd like to just appeal, on my wife's behalf. I know she got a ticket for going through a light, but the brakes weren't working on that car, and I knew the brakes weren't working, and she tried to stop but couldn't. That's why she kept going. And the judge said, you let your wife out in a car with bad brakes? And he starts hammering this guy. And then another guy comes up there and he says, just look, I got a good track record. I don't have many tickets. I'd appreciate it if you go easy on me. And he's almost ready to. And the secretary there, they had some computerization. She said, sir, he's got 33 outstanding tickets. And next this guy gets nailed. And another one for driving while intoxicated. He claims it's his first offense ever, and it turns out it was his third. They pulled his license right there, and I thought, yikes, this is tough. So I said to the guy next to me, there are just 2 or 3 of us left at this point. I said to the guy next to me, I figured this is a time to share my faith. And I said to him, think of standing before God one day and telling him I'm a pretty good person. Really haven't hurt anybody. I'm a nice person, And then it turns out he was a Christian. He says to me, especially when God's computer is far more detailed than any of these computers. Like, okay, I'm in trouble. I need help and mercy. So we're saying everybody needs help and mercy. We're not saying that one religion damns someone or one person's lifestyle damns someone. We're saying someone's drowning in 20 feet of water, someone in 50 feet of water, but we're all drowning without God's mercy and help, and God offers mercy through Jesus. But a Jewish person can take offense over that. A Jewish person can take offense because of the bloody history. A Jewish person can take offense because they feel especially you're pushing this down their throat. And the fact is, there are at least 100,000 Jews who believe in Jesus around the world today. Some anti-missionaries claim the number is 300,000. Whatever it is, there are plenty who do believe. There are an increasing number of Sabras in Israel who are coming to faith. And there are plenty whose ears are open to hear this. The key thing is, if we'll reach out in love and try to build relationships because we genuinely care about people, then that'll knock down a lot of the barriers. Another thing is to try to find out, why are you upset? Why does this offend you? And see if you can answer honestly or diffuse it, or at least give a hearing ear, if nothing else. And sometimes when you're just standing there and it's kind of shotgun people passing you, there's not much opportunity for that. But obviously there are better ways ultimately to interact and reach people. and it's through quality relationship and prayer.